Hey, what up? Alright, so it's been a while. I got a video for the diesel guys out there, so let's get into it. Today I'm here at a factory diagnosing a loss of power on a 2017 Isuzu Dmax. Right, just got the 4JKL engine. Right, so the tech asked if I can help him out because he saw the check engine light on and the vehicle is running really dead, right? And we did some checks off camera and we figured that, you know, it's coming from this turbo, right? We're not seeing the actuator engaging at all, right? So I gotta apologize for the noise in the background. I mean, this can't be helped because it is a factory. All right, so when I hooked the scan tool up, I saw that I had a turbo underboost code, a P0299 code, right? Let me know that we definitely have a, you know, loss of power somewhere, right? And you gotta ask yourself, where could that come from? I mean, we could have something that's a vacuum leak, you know, a faulty sensor, actuator that's not working, right? So, I mean, we're gonna look at for as much clues as we can, right? But we definitely have a code on the system for turbo underboost, right? And let me see if I can get it up for you. Right, so we got a turbo underboost code and a high-speed CAN network fault as well, but I'm going to focus on the turbo part. So with the help of one of the guys, right, I'm going to ask him to just, you know, step on his X and see exactly if this actuator is moving, and clearly it's not. Right, you hear that the engine is basically running really rough and this actuator is not moving. It's supposed to be, you know, moving back and forth, right? So let's do some more checks while we're at it, right? I'm going to just take off this source of vacuum right here. This is coming directly from a vacuum pump, and I'm going to just bypass this turbo solenoid and see if I can get this actuator to move, right? And by me doing that, you see it's moving, right? So that's letting me know that, you know, the actuator has the ability to move up and down, and you actually hear the engine tone also, you know, die down and sounding really good, right? So I'm going after this solenoid most likely, but before that I gotta look at some data pics and see exactly, you know, if the command is there, if electrically the solenoid is working, right? Like to apply power to it and see if it's clicking. You know, it could just be that the actuator is stuck, right? But not the actuator, the solenoid that is stuck, right? But I just want to look at some pills before I go forth and see, you know, what's going on, right? So let's put up some pills. Okay. So right now I'm looking at my boost pressure, my barometric pressure, right? I'm gonna ask this guy to step on the gas and see if, you know, if it moves, if it reacts. Hold on, let me see if I can get him to do it. Right, so you see that we are definitely, you know, looking at our boost pressure and desire. You see my desire pressure is increasing, but my boost pressure is not moving. It's just basically stagnant. Right, so I'm gonna hook a vacuum gauge up, and you see I'm getting vacuum straight off the pump. Right, that's good. All right, and now when I hook it directly on the outlet of the solenoid, I'm getting nothing, zero. You know, so basically it looked like the solenoid is blocking the vacuum from going to this actuator and, you know, to engage it back and forth, right? So I'm gonna talk to the tech and ask him if he can, you know, get his hands on a solenoid in the meantime while I just do some other checks, right? You're supposed to be able to, you know, actuate it by the scan tool as well, and I'm doing it. I'm hitting some taps to see if it moves, and basically nothing, man. The solenoid is stuck. Okay, but yeah, while the guys is getting the part for me, right, I'm just gonna, you know, try to get familiar with the system some more and see what's good. Yeah, so this solenoid is toast, right? So my powers and grounds are there, right? I'm getting good vacuum straight off the vacuum pump, so yeah, it's straightforward, man. To me, right, they bought it in this plastic bag, right? It looks OE. I mean, I'm gonna put it on. I mean, the customer did supply it, right? So let's put it on and see what's going on, right? So this is the old one to your right, and the new one is to your left. Okay, they have the same part number. It just look like it have a 1 at the end. That's it, right? But I mean, they did supply their own part, so I'm not sure if it's genuine or not, but I did leave the genuine part number on top, right? This the vacuum comes in and comes out. So let's put this on and we do our checks, and that should be it, right? But hold on, let me just put this on. trying to do this with one hand and also, you know, show you exactly step by step what I'm doing. Right, so this is the electrical connector for the solenoid. You have 3 hoses going into this. One is in, one is out. The next one goes to atmospheric, back to the airbox. And let's start the vehicle up and see exactly how much vacuum we gain. Right, so this is the old one. Right, let's start it up real quick. Right, so we have a check engine light. Okay, so matter of fact, let me scan the vehicle and make sure we have no codes on before I start the vehicle.
What it feel like to see the truth and still ignore it, whether in denial.
All right, so we got a good bill of health. Everything is looking good. So we're gonna go into the ECM. Right, I'm gonna look for some data PIDs, and by the meantime, matter of fact, let's start the vehicle up and let's see exactly if we see any changes in what we did right via the live data. So I believe we have like 279 kilometers on this van. It's an older vehicle, but I mean it is a factory vehicle, so it's going to be higher mileage, right? So if the vehicle started up, all right, it's going to pull back up the same exact PIDs, the barometric, the boost pressure, the desired pressure. Okay, what else? Math, right? Solenoid. Let's look for the turbo solenoid duty cycle. Yeah, this one. All right. So before I was seeing like 52, 54%. Right. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be seeing. Okay, it looked the same. Probably if we step on the X or use the scan tool and actuate it, it might change. But right now you see I'm getting vacuum, right, coming off from the solenoid. Yeah, I'm getting like 15, what's that, 15 to 16 inch mercury. And when I'm step on the X, I'm expecting to see this solenoid actuate this, you know, the turbo, right? So I'm gonna call it a fix, right? I'm getting 0 right now because I switched the vehicle off, so the vacuum pump is not supplying vacuum. So let's start it back up again. I gotta see if I could get the guy to help me out again. So let me see. Hold on real quick, right? Right, so we're getting vacuum coming off this actuator, so I believe that'll be good to go. Right, so we're gonna definitely call that a fix. Right, I want to take it for a run, make sure all is well before I let the customer know that this vehicle is fixed. Right, so we had a faulty actuator due to a faulty solenoid. Let me rephrase that. We had a faulty solenoid that was not actuating the turbo actuator to perform. Right, so don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, share, comment. I mean, if you never hit that bell button before, please do me a favor and just hit it. I mean, that's just going to let you know that I have more videos coming out, right? But yeah, straight to the point, right? I mean, I'm going to just mess around a little bit more and see if I can actuate the solenoid using the scan tool. And you see that every time I increase the duty cycle, you see that I'm getting less vacuum on the gauge because the turbo is using the vacuum to, you know, engage the actuator, right? So yeah. Yeah, all in the day's work, man. What can you say? As I said, apologies for the noise in the background. Can't be helped. I am in a factory, and the diesel engine itself is loud, so I'm kind of trying to scream over it. So my apologies, man. Yeah. Okay, so we definitely got a working solenoid right now. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last, but I believe we got to.